Hi, the AI in your product or service doesn't defend it. Dependency does. AI only can accelerate that dependency. What do I mean? Recently, I was watching the Davos conversation between Dario Amado of Anthropic and Demis Hassabis of Google DeepMind. I was not watching it as a technologist, I was watching it as a founder who has seen waves come and go, and founders succeeded who were able to ride those waves effectively. The signal from these two leaders, these two scientists, were very, very clear. They were saying, as frontier AI company CEOs, they were saying engineers no longer need to write code, they only need to review it. Founders should pass this message because coding is no longer the bottleneck that these people are highlighting. Thinking really is the bottleneck. What does this mean? What does this current operating model means for founders, especially for Indian IT services and SaaS companies? This to me reveals very, very uncomfortable truths. Let's see them very briefly. For service companies, I think the shift is painful, but it is necessary. The service companies should stop selling people and start selling outcomes. It's easier said than done, but it's very important that these companies start building internal platforms even if their clients don't see it. Treat AI as an infrastructure, not as a tooling. For SaaS founders, the discomfort is very different. Features that they did through clever engineering earlier will get copied super easily and super fast, and that's not a defensibility. Where the defensibility comes and makes it very hard for your customers to move is your product's deep customer context, data gravity that sits inside your product, and the cost for your customers to switch providers. These are the defensible areas that you need to focus on, not simply adding AI features. Overall, for both service companies and SaaS founders, it's just not to add AI features. It is figuring out how to make your product or service very essential and embedded in the decision-making process of your clients. It needs to be in the client's workflow, their defaults, their judgments. You have to go deeper into your customer's business. So the question every founder should ask is, how do we use AI? Is not the question. That's a wrong question to ask. Instead, they should ask, how do I make AI in our product or service, make it harder for my customers to leave me to some other provider? That should be the question. That's why I started saying AI in your product or service doesn't defend it. Dependency does. AI can only accelerate that dependency. Thank you.